Yo guys, sorry you're on the other day. We're back playing some more Master Detective Archive Rain Code. I've left Mr. Coco Head here running for a long time. We need to figure out the mystery of the moving body inside the train on the Amaterasu Express, so let's keep it going.
Sure exactly how. Huh. In that case...
Oh, hello, get him. Oh, why did we get pulled back?
I knew it! A mystery is blocking you! Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery. So let's solve it to keep on going.
Yeah, we definitely need to solve the mystery as to how this body got moved in a 1 second time period. Maybe someday we'll get used to that. The main control system was lost when car 1 was...
This is the question we're facing right now.
The main control system must have failed because something happened in the first car. If that's true, what exactly happened? If it's related to the body being moved, then how?
Master's expression is so serious.
Yeah, I definitely need some help here.
Hard. Well, as his mentor, I better think hard too.
How's that working out for you?
Main control system failing. The blackout? The train shaking? Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel.
Uh-huh.
That was caused by the main control system failing. But the culprit didn't destroy it, so the blackout happened because... wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole...
You're just saying all the same stuff that we already know, but this is not helping me at all.
I don't get it.
Me neither.
That's right! The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen.
We sure don't.
Whatever it was strong enough to make the entire train shake. It caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Did I give you the assistance you needed?
No, not really.
Solving the case now? Then it's time to combine our powers and solve this thing! Let's go, Master! Lay it all out!
Alright, here we go. Another word game. This is gonna be a lot harder.
Try to solve it lickety-split!
I have no idea.
Wrong! That's not it!
I'm just gonna guess.
Go, go, go!
Alright, was... the... How does this even work? How do I do this? Oh, do I have to like feed him to her? Are these helping? Did it switch to the backup because car 1 was gone?
Made it in the nick of time! Keep that up!
Oh gosh. No shot. I think I know what I'm spelling. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it in time. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it in time. Because it's detached. Oh, I got it. With 4 seconds to spare. Car 1 was detached? How? Does that answer anything? The car was detached, and that's how we were definitely never able to get back into car 1, even though we didn't try. That would have been how the culprit made sure that we didn't go back to car 1.
Could it be that the first car was separated from the train?
Huh? Separated? What? Seriously?
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because the first car was cut off from the rest of the train we were riding in.
That's crazy.
Let's...
But like, how was that possible? Because how did you cut the train off from inside? Because you can't go outside. We've already established this. So there's still a mystery after mystery.
I don't really get it. What do you mean the first car was cut off?
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right?
Uh-huh.
Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on.
Yeah.
At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express. As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
And the Peacekeepers, when they went on board, were, like, none the wiser that there was an entire train car missing? They haven't looked at that at all?
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that.
What? Yeah.
It's bigger than ever.
It sure is.
How much longer will this keep
That did not
happening?
help answer anything for me.
Suffocate.
Now is not the time to be suffocating.
Alright, here we go. You better get used to that, my boy.
We need to resolve the mystery at hand.
I mean, it's just saying the body was transported along with the entire car.
The body could be moved.
Then how did the... the more that they say it, the worse it's getting.
Seems like you
I
got
don't understand.
it all up, Master.
It sounded like they're saying that the entire first car turned into the fifth car. Maybe the fifth car never actually existed. Maybe there was no car 5.
Go, go, go.
Because it was locked and you couldn't actually get in. But then all of a sudden we could later. Why would the train go around in a circle to pick up the car and, you know, have it go on the other side? The route map might have something to do with that, but it doesn't quite make sense as to why you would go in a circle. Because to get the car to be from one side of the train to the other, the train would have to go around in a circle, loop back around, and then just like reattach to the front side. Which is what I'm assuming happened, but like...
That's right.
How? We also have not determined how it was even detached in the first place.
First car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
Transported the corpse? With the entire car?
I know, it sounds crazy, right?
Nonsense.
Oh, you look different now. That's a cool Halloween costume. What are you dressing up as?
Is at the front of the train. Avex's corpse was in the fifth car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
That's a good question.
Don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Calm down. Stay calm. Think. How could you swap the position of the first and fifth cars?
I'm gonna need to look at that route map.
I can solve this mystery once and for all.
And if the route map involves going in a circle, then I'm gonna have a word with the designers of the Amaterasu Express and why your trains are going in circles.
How did it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
So it
definitely
reattached.
two separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second? Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel...
Probably reconnected. I don't know how it's disconnecting and reconnecting, or it seems like that might not even be answered at all. I can't quite tell.
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity.
I'm pretty sure Shinigami can get me out at any time. It's just if I, you know, leave the labyrinth without the answers, then I'd probably just go to jail forever.
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing, because they're all wrong from the very beginning.
Alright, let's do another reasoning deathmatch. I feel like this could be one of the last ones that we do. Red herring route map. Yeah, let me look at that route map.
So it shook twice near the tunnel.
View. It would have to go around the tunnel a second time. The only way that it makes sense to me, but it feels like the route map has to be it. What is the distorted plate? Oh, the distorted plate. Maybe. It depends on what we have to refute. Push it twice near the tunnel, yeah.
You mean the train car was separated and connected?
Uh-huh.
Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate car 1,
Uh-huh.
how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same track.
It sure was.
There's no way to shuffle the train cars around.
I'm just gonna try it. This is where we find out that the route map shows that it goes around in circles for some reason. Even though it definitely does not appear that way.
At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars.
You're gonna have to explain a little bit better than that. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I think I understand what it's about to say. The first car was cut off and kept going down the straight path while...
The train trip was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by car 1 separating.
Yeah.
After that, the separated car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track.
How did you get that to happen? Why would only one car go the one way and then the rest of the cars go the other way? How would you know that that would happen?
The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second time.
You're right! The first car moved all the way to the back!
This still feels like faulty logic. We got to car 5. I guess we didn't try to go past car 5, because if we did, we would have ended up in car 1 again. But it makes sense that we just didn't even try that. But again, that's so risky. If we just try to open the door at the end of car 5 and get into car 1, then all of a sudden something's fishy again. There's so many very flimsy pieces here, like...
Normally,
It's such a complicated crime that has so many moving parts that could easily get you caught.
The control system will supply electricity as programmed to drive the train.
Uh-huh.
But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
Yeah.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then car 1 can function on its own!
Okay, and it can just decide to go on the other track because... reasons?
Doesn't that solve everything? It's time you gave up!
Does it?
No, that's crazy.
It really feels like at this point they're just going to gloss over how it was detached in the first place. I don't know how you just decide to detach a train car, especially from the inside, because you can't do it from the outside. And then how you know that one car is going to go a separate route than the others. How do you decide that? How do you know that they link back up? It sounds like they linked back up automatically. How did any of this work? That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? What?
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end, which would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the sixth car, but that doesn't exist.
I don't know if we know that for sure.
So, you're telling me you found Avex's corpse in the non-existent sixth car?
No.
You're right.
Well, after that happened, Zilch would have just had to throw the corpse inside of car 5, close the door, and, you know, be all good there. And it was just kind of on the floor. That's probably what happened.
Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us. I will prove it to you.
Oh, more words. Okay. I do like this little word game. From the start, the Amaterasu Express was a... Oh, no. I was just saying that it could have just been a 4-car train.
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
Go, go, go.
Yeah. Okay. And so then, yeah, so then the Peacekeepers wouldn't have had any ideas as anything being weird because it still had 4 cars like it should. And I don't think there is a bathroom. The bathroom could have looked the same, and we didn't get to see what car 5 looked like before. That's why it didn't open before. You couldn't get to car 5, but everyone thought there was 5.
Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were...
Nah, wait a minute. Can I look at my solution keys? Because there's one... The Amaterasu Express map, guys, has car 5 here. So this was planned to have 5 cars, but then for some reason it just doesn't. So a map inside of the Amaterasu Express lied to us. So if this is the Amaterasu Corporation making this map, then they're just lying. If this is a fake map that was somehow put up like by Zilch somehow, then sure. But
Only 4 cars
that's a little bit of a contradiction here.
If that's the case, then to me, car 1 could be made to look like car 5.
Yeah.
Huh? So there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
That's why Melanie said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you can't access the 5th car.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the door appears to be broken and won't open. So it wasn't broken. The 4th car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
Yeah, it's a little weird, isn't it?
The real 5th car was left behind at the station when we departed.
Oh, why?
So the train took off with only 4 cars.
Did that one get detached magically too? Why didn't that one come running along on its own?
There was another car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival...
Oh, is that just how it like knows when to stop?
So the car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the Peacekeepers, the car 1 there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
Interesting.
The real car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the peacekeepers there would have noticed it. So they were all in on it.
Yeah, okay.
You can assume that the Peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other car 1.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And so Amaterasu was in on everything, which is why they would have had only 4 cars taken off. I guess.
If there was another car 1, then there would be something that sets it apart from the original car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary would be different from how I broke it.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window?
Mm-hmm.
So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher.
Interesting.
The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in
That's
the
true.
They wanted me to use it to break the window.
Interesting.
That's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right, Zilch?
Okay.
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit.
Alright, I think they've probably explained it about as good as they can. I just think that this crime should not have been able to be executed the way that they're saying that it should. But it sounds like Amaterasu Corporation in general is all in on it and probably just like hired Zilch, or Zilch just works for Amaterasu or something. And so they're just all trying to frame me.
That was a pretty solid deduction.
So with outside help, I guess I can see how Zilch could have done it, but he could not have done everything by himself. How's he just detaching train cars and deciding that the map is going to have 5 cars when there's only 4 taking off, and then connecting it properly to make sure that one of the cars goes around the rails and not the others? But if a lot of that stuff is being taken care of outside, then I guess it can work.
Right.
Is this going to be like the final thing? I guess we'll see. I don't think there's that many more questions left to answer. I think we basically got it. I guess once we learn the why Zilch did this, maybe that will fill in some of the gaps.
Everything feels different here.
It sure does.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You know,
I sure don't.
making the first car look like the fifth was a really big trick to pull off. I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
Yeah, so am I.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Yeah, so they programmed it to have it happen like that.
Swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Okay, so it was programmed beforehand.
That'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, okay, so I think we are just fighting the entire Amaterasu Corporation.
Won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm so sure of that.
Definitely would not work in the real world like that. Oh gosh, what am I being stepped by? I didn't say you could do that. Hello, Flying Zilch.
What is this?
Looks like a fort to me. With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
So the truth is here.
You can't have the truth.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave.
No. I would do no such thing.
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
Rue.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth. We gotta do this.
It's boom kill time!
It sure is. Alright, let's go into this fortress and see what we can do. I don't know if we're gonna have to do like some sort of big final thing putting it all together or what. That's quite a fortress. And it's gone. And it's on the ground now. All these walls. How did I end up way back here? I was right at the door. Oh, hello. Oh, pfft. Why did you just bite my head? You really do the craziest things. Are we piloting a giant mecha Shinigami? God Shinigami? We sure are. Overcome the last stand of a phantom, tear through all obstacles with the mega-sized god. Great onset destroyer. Me. Oh gosh, she be running.
Do this, Master!
Look at how fast she is. Okay, we got tick. Yeah, we got kick, tackle, and jump. Alright, blast away the iron ball from fortress with a corresponding kick. Also close in, squeeze those, press the button to attack. Okay.
I won't let you have the truth.
Did I not get it?
I see.
Okay, and then with a tackle, walls get tackled, obviously. I thought we were going to jump over it, but I guess not.
Give up and scram.
I see.
Okay, thorns are what you jump over. Okay.
Watch out!
Your
And we're gonna jump.
deduction is wrong.
Alright,
Go away.
so we kick that.
Don't come
We
near
tackle those.
come any
Whoa, oh, I definitely hit the jump button, but it did not count.
and fifth part is just your imagination.
Thankfully.
It's a completely baseless lie.
Surely the next one's gonna be jump. No?
They ever swapped.
Destroy the wall with the solution key.
Check, check!
Okay, the obstacles even a godly being can't destroy without a solution key. Open up the solution key. Alright.
Use the solution key to smash through the wall!
Wait, there's no evidence that they ever swapped. I guess it has to be this. Car 5 was burned. Sure.
You're wrong.
I think that's the only one that makes sense.
Wrong.
The others weren't even close to making sense.
No, there are traces of a swap. The warped plate from Car 5. The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1.
Yeah.
Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5. That's why you made extra sure it was burned beyond recognition.
Makes sense. Alright, is there more that I have to kick, tackle, jump? There sure is. How did I not get it?
I burned the plate to disguise it?
I guess you have to be like really early.
No, I didn't do that.
And I haven't jumped in a while. There we go. That's a big long jump.
Get away from me! Get away! Get away!
I love the 3 walls in a row.
Silly bird! But with it burned, you have no
There we
way
go.
of
I love
knowing
kickball.
how far it was.
My favorite sport. We're gonna run. Tackle the whole fortress.
So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Oh, are you sure about that?
Looks like we need another solution key to build. Good luck, Master.
Yeah, the bloodstains could be coming in here. I don't know whose blood that would have been. But I feel like this hasn't been used yet. And it hasn't come up yet, so that's what I'm going to choose.
Proof. The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in Car 5. The culprit probably didn't notice it, but I remember. It's my blood.
Oh.
What?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in Car 1,
Was that ever
my
mentioned?
finger on the glass. When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten blood on it. But that bloodstain would have been hidden.
I don't remember him mentioning that he got cut,
That's probably why the culprit missed
but
it.
it does make sense.
My blood, which was left behind in Car 1, was found in Car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick. This is the truth of the case.
This became such a crazy mystery. Goodbye, fortress. And it all comes crumbling down. In slow motion. And what happens now? I guess we did it. Do we get to find out why we don't need to worry about being caught in the real world, or what?
I'm not done yet!
I think you are.
What? He's still going? Let us boom kill you already.
If Car 1 became Car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go? You had to have checked the 5th car, but the culprit wasn't there.
Wait, that's actually kind of a good question. I think. Was there not a body in the infirmary? No, the culprit would have just moved it from the infirmary.
Somewhere in the 5th car. Probably someplace safe.
The bathroom, maybe? Train door, main control room A. I think he could have been in the bathroom. No? Okay.
I checked the restroom, but no.
Well, you also checked the main control room. Alright, so it's probably just gonna be the infirmary. Really?
I even checked the infirmary. The culprit.
Okay, but you also checked the main control room, and I remember saying that it doesn't look like anybody's there. You can't go outside the train door. What about the connecting door? That's just outside. The answer is going to be the main control room, but he specifically said that he doesn't see anybody there, and it's not big enough for anybody to hide in. That's the game just blatantly misdirecting me.
Here.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's cheap. I specifically remember saying that, like, oh, I can't see anybody in there. The game was just blatantly lying, I think.
Control room, which was locked shut the entire time. I didn't have the key, so I could never have gotten inside. I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while Car 1 was running on the second track. If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key.
I mean, that does check out.
And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window. That's how they got.
I guess so. I guess so.
It's not.
But also, when did he get into the main control room? Because the cars reconnected right when we were in car 4. And then he had to run in, throw the body from the infirmary, hide, all before we walked into car 5. That's kind of crazy. Just another way that he should have been caught, like, in the process of doing this.
Great detective work. I'd call that a critical hit. He seems like he's
I'm very worried as to what this means for future cases, because I feel like a lot of this is very flimsy and, like, things that he should have been caught doing during. And I feel like the game might go into even crazier directions that also, like, require a lot more mental stretches. This is still, like, mostly okay, but it has a couple things where it's like, okay, you should not have gotten away with that timing-wise without being caught in the process of it.
left just to finish him off.
Finish him off? How do I do that?
I know a few tricks.
Evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as he can.
Is that really it? I guess we're gonna try it. Okay. It's loading something. Oh gosh, we gotta put everything together. Deduction, is that a denouement? Is that what that is?
Time to expose this
Oh gosh, I have to do this now. This is a well, welcome to a long episode, I guess. So the truth is made clear by thinking through all the deductions up to that point. All right, I was expecting something like this.
somewhere inside your head.
Place the correct piece in the corresponding deduction gaps, reveal the truth. Lock pieces can be opened by solving mysteries. Keep it up.
There's only
Every gap is filled with piece finale, revealing all mysteries being unveiled. Okay. Yeah. All right. So what? Hold on. What are we doing here? Let's. Okay. All right. Wait. Right. We're Japanese. We're going right to left. You might. Okay. Oh, okay. There's the. So wait. We have this. Leaving lost and found. Amaterasu Express ticket only one. Where did Yuma rush to? What do we have? We have the Amaterasu Express. Oh, well, probably that. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to figure out, like, the controls and all that. And then, what was used to put the detective to sleep? We know that as the coffee. Whoops. Kind of hard to aim at these things. Okay, so that's not something that we can do yet. What do we have here? What was used to break the window? The fire extinguisher. Right. Here. What is the ZR thing at the bottom right say? Like, ZR is to do something. Like, what does that do? Oh, it slows down, so that way you can grab things easier. Okay. That actually helps out a lot. Alright, can we... Okay, knockout drug. Probably right here. There we go. Now we have all except for one clue available to us. What was used as a red herring? Fire extinguisher set up to break the window. Body to the infirmary. Is that just gonna be the fake body? In bed with burnt corpse. The car number plate. Knife and cushion. Could be knife and cushion. Under the bed. I guess it's gonna be knife and cushion? One that makes the most sense. And then the culprit was hiding, I guess, under the bed. That was this, right? Yep. Okay. Hey, what was the culprit doing in the main control room? He was hiding. Attachment. Body. Blackout. Main detachment. Car number plate. No, what is this? What happened when car 1's detached? So, wait. So was the train detachment here? Okay. And then what happened when car 1 was detached? The main control power, where was that at? Attachment to car 1, blackout. Okay. Okay, then this happens. I'm assuming it's gonna run through just like a classic Danganronpa thing. That's why I'm just kind of skipping over all the other panels. What did the culprit burn? That'd be this plate. Are we at that point right now? We sure are. And then what happened after exiting the tunnel? The reattachment of car 1. Boom. And then which body was found last? Apex's body. Which is then going to end with the final clue of who is the culprit. Zilch. Alright, I like the culprit being like the final clue. That's really cool. Alright, Mystery Unraveled. Look at us go. That was very, very complicated. And this game is going to break my brain, I'm sure. I'm definitely looking forward to more cases as well. Are you gonna run through everything or no?
Step right up. 5 master detectives slain before their time, and Amaterasu Corporation has master in their sights. Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
Thank you for pronouncing that out loud.
The incident unfolded aboard the Amaterasu Express, which was on its way to Kanai Ward.
I'm gonna run everything from start to finish.
I rushed onto the train as it was about to depart. At that time, the train was made up of 5 cars.
Mm-hmm.
All because you were fast asleep in the lost and found, Master. If you kept snoozing, the case would never be solved.
Yeah?
When the train started moving, it was only 4 cars long. The 5th and final one was left.
Although, if Amaterasu Corporation is just in on this, why didn't they just kill everybody? Like, what's the difference of just having Zilch kill everybody, get off the train there, and then just, like, get away with it? I don't know. Because I feel like that's basically... no, I guess they do need to frame somebody.
And so, the culprit scheme had already begun. Meaning Amaterasu Corporation was involved from the get-go.
Okay, that answers a lot of my how questions, is because they were involved.
The master detectives were gathered together in car 2. That was the dining car.
Mm-hmm.
And the culprit had already mixed a knockout drug into every drink there.
The culprit was the first person on the train, so they could prepare in advance and wait for everybody else.
Probably.
I felt unwell, and Melanie went to the trouble of pouring me a coffee. But after drinking it, I started to feel drowsy. I was hearing things at the time and thought that I might be seriously ill. But it was actually the drug.
And also convenient timing of, like, sometimes hearing Shinigami and then, you know, not.
Oh, so you thought yours truly was responsible? Sticks and stones won't do much to a dead god, but slander stings.
The culprit sent me off to car 1 in order to frame me as the killer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the culprit didn't expect you to get sick, Master, but since you look like a super easy target, they probably changed their plan and went after you instead.
Yeah, I wonder what the initial plan was then.
Left. The other master detectives must have fallen asleep because of the drugged drinks.
The culprit then burned everyone to death, setting all those master detectives on fire on purpose. What a psycho!
What a psycho indeed.
This was when the culprit put their plan to frame me into motion. First, they carried Aphex's charred corpse to the infirmary in car 1.
Mm-hmm.
The very first body we found.
Then, they deliberately left a fire extinguisher near the restroom I was sleeping in. This was done to prompt me into smashing the door later.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have someone get inside somehow, or else nobody would find the body.
Next, the culprit entered the infirmary, locked the door, and laid down on the bed with Aphex's charred corpse.
Crazy.
Jumping into bed with a charred corpse? chivalry was dead. What a gentleman. I'm actually a little jealous.
That's a little weird.
A knife and cushion created the red herring.
Hell of a way to pretend to be dead.
Furthermore, the culprit set the room on fire just as I was waking up.
Mm-hmm.
While you were sleeping, I felt someone come into the restroom. They must have seen Ben and timed it.
When I woke up in the restroom and went into the hallway, car 1 was beginning to fill with smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some precise timing.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
I caught a glimpse of Zelch in the infirmary, with the knife lodged in his chest.
But it didn't take long for the smoke to obscure everything.
Yeah, and you ran for the fire extinguisher.
That was when the culprit took out Aphex's burnt corpse, switched places with it,
And hid under the bed.
for me to enter the room while hiding beneath the bed.
Kind of risky to make sure that you didn't, like, get burned. Like, what if I never broken through the car door and you actually just burned yourself alive?
It's just like a magic trick, switching places under a veil of smoke.
And he, like, never coughed or anything? It's crazy.
Meanwhile,
He could have actually just killed himself.
extinguisher on the floor. Smashed the window, unlocked the room, and went inside.
Just like the culprit planned. And that's why they left the fire extinguisher there in the first place.
After the smoke cleared, I found Zelch's body, burnt to a crisp.
Mm-hmm.
At least, that's what I thought. The charred corpse was actually Aphex.
How'd you get broken glasses? Where'd you get those from?
The culprit had me completely fooled.
Unless he took off his own glasses, broke them, and then just doesn't actually need the glasses.
Must have been why they picked the time-consuming method of roasting someone to death. Plus, the body was about the right size.
I bolted out of car 1 after seeing the corpse.
The culprit was under the bed at that time. Huh.
That's wild.
They probably laughed at you from there, watching everything unfold like they planned.
I went on to discover the charred corpses of the other master detectives. Around that time, the culprit came out from under the bed and went to the main control room in car 1.
Mm-hmm.
Controlling the train from there, they detached car 1.
Okay, so yeah, but it was, like, programmed to be able to do that from Amaterasu.
That caused the blackout and shaking, and the power source was switched over to the backup system.
Mm-hmm.
So when the train shook, was there or was there not jiggling in my blouse? Take a guess.
You weren't wearing a blouse because you were still in your ghost form.
While the detached car 1 was running on a separate track, the culprit went to work, preparing to disguise car 1 as car 5.
Oh, right. I feel like at some point I was like, oh, when do they have the time to do this? It was like, this was the time. Yeah, that was dumb.
Shuffling.
First, Aphex's corpse was carried to the corridor, and the necklace removed earlier was placed back on.
Then the car 1 number plate was burned, so that it couldn't be properly identified.
Mm-hmm. And that's where all that extra smoke came from in that area of the train as well.
The culprit went into the main control room, locked the door, and waited for the train cars to reconnect.
Well, this time, the culprit was riding in car 1 on the other track, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the train, which was only cars 2, 3, and 4 at the time, remained on course.
Since we were in a tunnel, I didn't even realize car 1 was moving alongside us.
Yeah, how would you know?
The train we were on went through the tunnel with only 3 cars. When it came out of the tunnel, the car with the culprit in it attached car 4. Now behind car 4, that car became car 5.
The swap was pre-programmed into the train's automatic operating system, right?
Yeah, it had to have been.
Technology sure is convenient.
Sure is.
The culprit, riding in car 1, attached it to the back of car 4. That caused more shaking, but there was no blackout this time because the power supply stayed the same.
Hmm.
Additional shaking occurred inside my blouse, but the power stayed on.
After that,
I do like that they're visually showing the train cars and how they were moved and whatnot. The visual is very nice.
I did so much, I didn't even notice the door I had smashed when I was in car 1 before.
Figured there'd been some kind of brawl. But that was part of the culprit's plan, wasn't it? Also no one would realize was actually Car 1.
When I found the corpse, I deduced that it was Aphex from the necklace it had on.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just rediscovering the same charred corpse from Car 1. The disguised corpse and the car switch completely fooled me.
Yeah, okay, and that's why the knife was there. It's kind of crazy, because it's like, why nobody else had a stab wound. Very clever.
See a dead body? Oh, that's a despairingly brilliant idea!
When the train arrived in Kanai Ward, it connected to a different, prearranged Car 1.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, the train once again had 5 cars. So much attaching and detaching. What a stupid, crazy, elaborate trick!
It was kind of stupid crazy.
The peacekeepers were lying in wait at the station.
Yeah, because they knew.
As the sole survivor, I was set up as the one responsible for the murders.
And Amaterasu was in on it. That really turns me on.
I don't know if that's the word you were trying to go for.
You mean pisses me off, right?
During that time, the culprits stayed hidden in the main
Why is the music getting louder and louder?
Car 1.
I feel like at some point I'm never going to be able to hear their voices anymore.
Master, they were right there at the scene.
After burning all the master detectives, the culprit faked their own death and tried to frame me as the killer. It was a cunning, cold-blooded scheme.
And the evildoer who committed these countless contemptible crimes is none other than...
You!
Alexander! It was you!
That was a nice little ending sequence. And hopefully we can find out why. Alright, it's saving there. At the next point that I get a chance to stop, I am going to stop. Because this episode's going on for very, very long.
This is the truth I've uncovered.
But I don't want to stop in the middle of like a cutscene. I think we did it.
Is that it?
Okay, I do get a chance to stop here. So we have basically wrapped everything up, but we are going to officially wrap up this first one on the next time, as well as see how the story proceeds after we bust Amaterasu Corporation in the city that it owns. I don't know what other sort of mysteries we're gonna have to solve here. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy. This was just a first taste as to what sort of mysteries this game is going to throw at us. So I'm looking forward to more. Hopefully you all are as well. If so, let me know, but I'll see you next time. So till then, peace out.